Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another crypto video. Today, we are going to be talking about Ripple XRP. Not really so much, regarding it, but I do want to talk about some things regarding XRP and pretty much crypto in general. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. So this article is actually from today. This is regarding institutions turn bullish as crypto funds and streak of outflows. Now, when we look here, we do see digital asset investment products have stopped hemorrhaging capital for the first time in 5 weeks, signaling a shift in investor sentiment. When we look down here, we do see this is the chart that shows this. Now, I believe that this was back in, I want to say May or so. This is on a weekly basis, so it's hard to tell. But we do see that we were pretty much in a bearish asset flow. And then now we just flipped a little bit bullish. I wonder if this will continue the path that pretty much, we did back here, or do something like this where, we're in a downward path. We go up a little bit and then we continue doing this. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen here. But I thought this is very interesting to kind of note because we are seeing a lot more inflow here. As we actually see, we do see in total $63 million worth of fresh capital entered crypto funds last week. Canadian cryptocurrency ETF provider Purpose Investments logged the biggest number of inflows, 29.1 million. 39 million, or 61% of the entire sum, was poured into Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency. That said, the bullish reversal was across the board, with all major alternative cryptocurrencies seeing inflows instead of outflows for the first time in 9 weeks. Ethereum leads the altcoin pack with 18 million worth of inflows. Ether has been significantly outperforming Bitcoin over the past week ahead of its much anticipated and fiercely debated EIP 1559 upgrade that is expected to take place this month. And then here's the exciting news. $2.1 million was flowed into XRP. We also see 1.2 million was flowed into Polkadot and 0.7 million was flowed into Cardano. Now, if we read more into this, we could see no deep dive. While the numbers might be encouraging for the bulls after a 5-week streaking of outflows, they are nothing to write home about compared to a whopping 4.5 billion worth of inflows that our crypto funds cumulatively saw in the first quarter of the year. The modest inflows recorded last week suggest that legacy markets are simply testing waters this time around instead of doing a deep dive like in early 2021. I do think that we are ranging to have a massive inflow, though, very soon. If you guys watched my last video, you guys can pretty much see that I believe that we are on our way to having a massive breakout in crypto. I do think that more and more money will flow in very soon, especially, institutional-wise. I think that it's only the beginning right now for crypto as it is, especially for this bull run. I don't think that we, had this 4-year bear market to have, a 6-month, or not even a 6-month. It was more like a 5-month or 4-month bull run overall, which, if we actually look at it, February and even March was kind of a bloodbath compared to April. So, realistically, we only had about, I would give or take, 2, 3, maybe 4 months of actual pumpage. But besides that, there was really nothing, to write home about in terms of this bull run. So I don't think that we have yet seen the topping point for this, bull market. I think that we are just beginning. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this. We do see UBS says regulatory crackdown could pop bubble-like crypto markets, report says. Though it was looking to offer crypto to wealthier clients in May, the bank is now warning clients to avoid it altogether. Isn't that a funny narrative, right? We're seeing a lot more banking activity happening in crypto right now. This is actually very interesting because it's almost the same as, CNBC saying, hey, don't invest in Bitcoin because Bitcoin falls. But then when it's at an all-time high, like 50K plus or 60K plus, they're like, you need to get into Bitcoin right now. It would be a great choice, to long it here at, 65K. Then all of a sudden it drops and they're saying, get out of it. You don't want to be in Bitcoin. I think, a lot of these times where, these markets, these banks and these, massive media hyped, commercialized networks are telling you avoid something, 9 times out of 10 you should probably do the opposite. Especially when they say to buy something, because a lot of these media agenda, ideas, or, banks are the worst. I honestly think that banks are the worst when it comes to anything like this. And I do have something to talk about in regards to banks as well. But we do see that the Swiss financial giant UBS Group has raised concerns to its clients over the nature of crypto markets and recent regulatory developments. Now, this is regarding the UBS Global Wealth Management team said that the latest bout with regulators in China had negatively impacted prices and operators. I don't think that that's the case, but hey, it is what it is. Regulators have demonstrated they can and will crack down on crypto, said UBS in its note. We suggest investors to stay clear and build their portfolio around less risky assets. What do they want you to build it around? I mean, stocks. I mean, stocks are just as risky, if not riskier. But we also see, more kind of media happening regarding this scare tactic agenda, if you will. If we come over to this tweet, this has come from David Schwartz. He's saying, we live in a world where banks protect people's money from being sent to the place they specifically asked to send it. Where banks keep your money safe from going where you want it to go. Meanwhile, governments have policies to make it very difficult for you to avoid using financial intermediaries whose policies dictate how you can spend your money. The war on cash is about forcing people to use intermediaries with unappealable power over your spending. This is also great to mention that Barclays, another bank, we're seeing them say, hi there. It's our responsibility to help protect your money. With this in mind, we've taken the decision to stop payments made by credit/debit cards to Binance until further notice to help keep your money safe. Of course, it's to protect them, right? I mean, it's just the same way that the SEC wants to protect the investors. Listen, these financial institutions, these financial, businesses, corporations, whatever, they need to stop, right? Because me personally, I think that all of this stuff is to help them keep your money in their power. Banks don't want you to invest in crypto. You know why? Because we are seeing a lot more individuals turning to crypto as essentially being a bank account. I know a lot of people that actually don't hold fiat in a bank. They hold it in a crypto asset. They hold it in a stable coin. And you know what? They most likely will feel more secure, more in power. I personally think that banks want to take the power away from the people, especially regarding investments or crypto in general. When we talk about crypto, we talk about it's a power thing. It's a power play. They don't want the power to be released from their hands. No way. I mean, when we look at elitists don't want crypto. That's why Elizabeth Warren, pretty much said, yeah, we don't want crypto. We don't need crypto. That's why we are building our own financial digital coin, if you will. That's the thing. That's what we need to look at, right? We need to look into the idea of the power play. We need to keep the power where it is in these individuals' hands that don't know how to, utilize your money right. I mean, why would they block your money? If you're gonna play risk, but they will let you gamble it, of course. I mean, me personally, if somebody's willing to risk their money, let them risk their money. I think that this is a perfect example of why banks are a terrible resource to individuals. This is why we do need, a change in the financial market. This is why we do need crypto. Crypto is decentralized. These banks are keeping your money in centralized banking systems that are absolutely not the case. Now, I do have one more tweet that I just want to say before I do wrap up this video. This tweet is saying, in my opinion, by the next time Bitcoin is over 60K, the vast majority of people who have actively traded this price action will be significantly more poor than the last time Bitcoin was at 60K. Money needs to exchange hands before the next rally. That's just how markets work. Don't be the fuel. We also see this became extremely evident after watching everyone continue in trading post-nuke price action. There will always be willing participants. The more down bad they are, the worse conditions they're willing to trade until they give it all back. This is the case with the market right now. We are seeing mass manipulation play out, mass corruption. In my opinion, I am not selling any of my assets at these cheap prices. I know what these assets are worth. If I have to hold for another 4 years, I will. I don't think that's the agenda, though. I think when we look at this, I think that we are going to have a bull market very soon in the coming months. I think that this bull market's going to last at least a year. I think we will most likely end around 2022 this time. I said August. August of 2022, in my opinion, will be the topping point for all assets and crypto alike. Like I said, this game is purely manipulated and corrupted. And as you know, as it says here, don't be the fuel. Don't give them your money to burn. They are only going to buy what you are selling, and they are going to hold what you are not holding. That is this game. That is this market. Don't give your crypto away for free or at a loss. But nonetheless, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys can follow me on Twitter at NCashOfficial. You guys could also join the free Discord down in the description below. But nonetheless, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.